Hey, what's up you guys? Bloody Jacob here to finally bring you my thoughts on a very important game to me, and that is Red Dead Redemption 2. Yes, and I know Red Dead Redemption 2 came out months ago, near the tail end of 2018. Um, but yeah, I've just been so wrapped up in playing the game and it got scrambled with a bunch of other things in general. But I've been playing this game almost nonstop since it came out. Little breaks here and there. I've done a playthrough or so. But I really like taking my time with it, so I'm not one that like blasts through it. I did one big main playthrough, now I'm playing it through again, almost near the very end now. And it's definitely about time I really brought you my thoughts on it. Now the first Red Dead Redemption is one of my favorite games of all time, so I was very eager to see what they bring with this sequel, slash prequel, and it met and exceeded many expectations. I'm very happy with Red Dead Redemption 2. I actually had the pleasure of meeting Roger Clark, who is the motion capture performance guy, performance capture, however you want to say it. Not just the voice actor, there's far more to it than that. They're basically pretty much just acting themselves, so it just makes the work and the characters in this all the more impressive. I had the pleasure of meeting him at a convention in Detroit just about a month or two ago, Motor City Comic Con, and he is a very friendly guy, always excited to meet his fans. He wrote, "You're alright, boy." So that's very cool. I haven't signed my copy of that. Also went to a panel with him and Benjamin Byron Davis, who of course played Dutch. But yeah, I absolutely, I absolutely loved Red Dead Redemption 2. There's not enough good I can say about it. I can just get lost in playing this for, just a couple hours here, a couple hours there, just periodically throughout the day, and it turns into, how much of the day is actually taken up in that. The story is very good here. Like I said, it's a prequel about the Van der Linde gang. And now when they first released the original Red Dead Redemption, they didn't realize they were going to do this. So the character of Arthur, he isn't really directly mentioned in the first game. People have made up their own, ideas of why that is, in canon in their head. But the fact is, I just didn't realize they were going to do the story right away when they did the first game. But they made it tie in very well. It feels like it is the real background and the real, sort of backstory of Dutch, as well as this very important figure, Arthur Morgan. Now, I loved John Marston in the first game. He is still one of my all-time favorite video game characters, but just how well they developed Arthur Morgan in this game. Absolutely incredible character. Easily one of the best video game characters ever, maybe the best. And I've just been so happy with the story in the first one, now especially in this one. These beat out most movies and shows you'll see. I'm being completely honest about that. It's just damn impressive. The writing in this is extraordinary. The character development, everything. And the game is just a blast to play. There's just so many things to do in this. I mean, I could talk for about another half an hour just listing off the things I've done in the game. And of course, it's I take the game seriously. Some more casual players just take it as like a Grand Theft Auto in the Wild West kind of thing, and it can be fun, playing like that. I've definitely gone off on my tangents here and there, but I kind of like to play in character. And even when you play in character and you're not just like shooting up places or whatever, there's still a lot to do. I'm not gonna be able to give it any justice just talking. I know that. But I just wanted to say how much I love the game in a video, finally. Definitely one of my favorite games of all time. I'm playing it again right now. I got the new Resident Evil 2 remake, and I played Days Gone a little bit, but I always find myself coming back to this for some reason. It's just so damn fun to immerse yourself into it, for me, any time of day. If I had to rate the game, I'm giving it like an A+, okay? 9.5, 10 out of 10, whatever you want to say. Of course there's, bugs and everything, but that's with any game. Well, there's no real flaw with the game in itself that I can really think of. I think it's pretty much another masterpiece like the first one was for its time. So yeah, what do you guys think about Red Dead Redemption 2? Again, I know these thoughts are really late, I know they're very brief. But I just thought it was an absolutely amazing story of Arthur Morgan here. Of course, it has another sort of sad ending like the first game did, but it's very poetic and really, really, gets you. I could talk for an hour about that. I guess like one little thing you do play as John in, sort of the epilogue and sort of free roam after the main story is over. And I sort of think he should have been able to play as Sadie Adler instead. I mean, I get the novelty of playing as John again, I do like it. But I think playing as Sadie was like perfectly set up because she's this incredibly big fan favorite character now, and she had that whole bounty hunter thing going on that she was wrapped up in, also hunting down the last of the O'Driscolls and everything like that. And I feel like it would have made sense to give her a little bit, make her the player character after what happens to Arthur happens. But it's fine, and I still love Sadie. John's still really good in the game. Dutch, very good. Definitely a polarizing figure. But it's like Sadie herself said, he's not the same man that put that blanket over her when they found her that night, and she was taken in as a widow and everything. I love her and Arthur's bond. It feels like there could have been something there, but it never quite had enough time for it, I guess. But I love the line about Arthur, with her, they're both ghosts, and it's just fantastic. And the thing with Mary, too, also the epilogue with John, when you're sort of doing that ranching job, with Abigail and Jack, it does feel a bit long before you find Micah again or whatever. There's like 20 little missions you do with the ranch type of thing before you actually hear, from Sadie directly about where he is. I feel like they could have shortened that a little bit and made it a little more tight, but it's still a great payoff. And when Dutch shows up, shoots Micah, it's awesome. Yeah, Dutch has definitely gone down the wrong path, but you can tell there's a lot of, regret and sort of just isolating himself like that. And I think that was really well done as well. It even came up at the panel with Roger Clark and Benjamin Byron Davis, so they gave a lot of good insight into that. Dutch wasn't up there, with Micah. He was up there too, like Dutch says in the cutscene when John questions why he's there. Same as you, I suppose. Even though he knew he couldn't really do anything to make it better, because of course Arthur's dead at that point, he still had to kill Micah at that point, even if he does go down an even worse path for himself afterward. And again, even though the first game, they didn't make it with the intent of this, elaborate story, with Arthur, but, sort of ties into, the way Dutch ends up throwing himself off the mountain in the original game, and the way him and Arthur jump off it together in this one of the later parts of the game. I don't know, again, it's something I could talk about for hours, but just great, really well realized characters. This game's added so much to it, and an already great story. So yeah, I can't praise it enough. Let you guys thought about it. What do you want of like an eventual Red Dead Redemption 3? I mean, we're gonna get it. It's just a matter of it's gonna be like 7 or 10 years from now. But I think we'll get it because this game sold really, really well. I think it's time they sort of broke off from that whole Vanderlyn story. They could have Easter eggs or maybe an appearance or something by a certain character. I don't know. But I feel like for Red Dead Redemption 3, I think set it back in like the prime, the height of the Wild West. Tell like a great original story there. I think is possible within that time period, because we concentrate a lot on the very end of it, and how that's bringing all outlaws to an end. And that's a great theme, but you just gotta make the third one different when they do make it. Again, I'm pretty sure they will. It's money. Come on. So either something like that, or they could even take Landon Ricketts from the first game and put it through his life and all the things he's seen. Maybe, who knows. But yeah, you guys can follow on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, like, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace. Boy.